This is the Next Fest demo for Skate Story by Sam Ang, and it's probably the craziest thing that I played this entire Next Fest. I'm going to start playing it now. I'm going to make my face go away because you really want to get the full screen experience of this thing. It is fun to play. It does feel good in your hands, but what it's doing to your eyeballs and to your brain is really the star of the show. And before we get started, so there was another game that I played during Next Fest that was the follow-up to Thumper. It was called Thrasher, and it was kind of neat, but it didn't feel like it was really delivering what I got out of Thumper. Now, if you don't remember Thumper was a rhythm action game that involved you sort of traveling along a track in this very surreal out there world, and there was this, pounding beat going on, and you really felt like you were living the music. And it was a really, really cool game, and I really enjoyed it. I wasn't good enough at it to get very far, but I really enjoyed it. Thrasher has sort of changed the mechanic so that you're no longer traveling, down this path and feeling this beat. Instead, you're sort of moving a character around in 2D and trying to hit targets. And it doesn't quite feel the same way. It doesn't give you the same vibe that Thumper did, but Skate Story gives me the same vibe that Thumper did, because it's this, you've got all this momentum moving forward, the music just sort of takes over the experience, and you just feel like you're getting immersed in something surreal. So it was interesting sort of seeing both of these games come out on the same Next Fest, but have Skate Story feel like it's taking the baton from Thumper, but also going to some crazy places that Thumper never even tried to go. So anyway, that's enough of me sort of giving meta commentary. Let's see what happens in this actual game. The Devil presents In the underworld, demons do not sleep. The moon keeps them awake. Most avoid the harsh moonlight. They catch what little rest they can. One demon decided to stare at the moon. This demon was hungry and tired. This demon was going to eat the moon. So I just love the very first thing that they give you about your character is he's going to eat the moon. And you immediately know what kind of game you're in. The demon wasn't going to reach the moon on foot. Thus, the skateboard. For a small price, a 4-page contract. For return to the living. I will eat every moon. Skate chained to soul. I shall be born from glass. The skateboard vibrated at a divine frequency. From infernal flames, a demon of glass and pain. So now I'm made from glass. So I gotta avoid ever wiping out. Chapter 1, Glass Skater. The moon hung in the sky, bright and tasty. A rabbit was up ahead, nibbling remains of soul flowers. Follow me, the rabbit said. I know these portals for as long as I've been dead. You can't skate here, say the white eyes. This depth is meant for stillness. The skater blasted through the eyes. The skater's urethane wheels screeched through the dead air. So we can power slide with X. This will help us get around tight turns, especially when we're trying to avoid hazards at the edges. The skater blasted through underworld portals. The skater was so close to the moon. I saw a skater, an eye said. That's not allowed here, another eye said. The noise is such a racket. It's destroying my property. Something must be done. The skater arrived at the moon's outer front. This was an impassable barrier. A shimmering obelisk stood ahead. The obelisk was inscribed with a message. The Ollie. The Ollie is a fundamental skateboarding trick where the skater jumps up with their board. The Ollie is a delicate, precise trick where the skater pops the board with their back foot while jumping. In midair, the skater slides their front foot to level out the board. When done in a fluid motion, the Ollie brings the skater and their board into the air. The Ollie takes considerable practice to learn and an eternity to master. Crests appeared around the skater. With both feet on the board, hold down and release B. So I think I need to ollie onto these things. The obelisk exploded and tore open the moon's front. Portions of soul spilled out of the obelisk remains. The portal fizzled on top of curbs up ahead. Okay, I gotta hop over these things. The skater could tap a small ollie or hold to charge a larger ollie. Oh no! Oops. Let's try that again. I wasn't looking ahead at where I was going. Devil's Crest lay ahead. Oops. The skater's soul turned into pure momentum. The skater tunneled straight onto the moon's astral bed. The skater rode on a bed of stars. In the bright light of the moon, the skater performed a trick. A pop shove-it. LB plus B. By the way, look at this. The way that it moves my feet around as I'm pushing the button. This is LB. Here's B. The skater's tricks dealt damage to the moon. When skating fast, tricks do more damage. Okay. So the same trick can get stale. So we need to switch to a kickflip. The skater's soul pierced the moon. The skater split the moon, the eyes cried out. You're not supposed to do that, the eyes said. Without the moon, a soul could escape. We can't have that. No, no, no. No, we cannot. Capture the skater. Seizing demon. Demon captured. Kneel, demon. I gotta say, I'm delivering you an inferior version of this experience because I think reading it and imagining the voice is better than hearing it performed, especially by me. But I'm gonna keep reading it. It has come to my attention that you've been skateboarding. A sin beyond sin. No skateboarding. Like, it's impossible to deliver that line in a way that sounds as scolding as it is in your head. Sin number 59484. Deport the demon. Yes, as the laws say, no skateboarding. However, this demon now has within its body the moon vision. A contractual quest to eat the moon. It is worth an evaluation. Evaluation unnecessary. Sin and deportation. Ruin my sleep. That may be so, but this is my depth. I deem it necessary. It is due process. I shall keep the demon in my Lyceum. Go back to sleep. This skater will bother you no more. The skater was brought into the Lyceum. Welcome to my Lyceum. This is a place to roam and think. This is a panacea of the underworld. Forget your silly moon-eating quest. Explore, contemplate, reflect. I shall even allow you to skate on my sacrosanct concrete. Take in the serene beauty of my soul-infused grounds. With enough time, you too shall melt into the asphalt. You can be amongst the uncountable souls, peacefully resting. Of course, this is a preferred option. What is free preference without choice? If you'd like to leave, I can allow it. Only those who pass evaluation may leave. If you'd like to be evaluated, simply bring me 2 think pieces. Place the think pieces on the rhetoric pedestals. Or abandon your quest with the moon. See my gardens, this place I have built. Ponder my exquisite gift shop and happy statue citizens. Abandon your silly quest. Stay and ponder for eternity. So, technically, this is a real choice. You could stay here forever. So this is my moon vision. I'm not actually sure what it is. I'm pushing A. Nothing's happening. Oh, there we go. I was still holding the right D-pad button. That's why A wasn't working. The rabbit was hiding nearby. Okay, so I can find it. That's how moon vision worked. I never figured it out the first time I played this. Okay, now I get it. Psst, skater! The rabbit was hiding away. When you split the moon, you kissed it? That's quite illegal. I can see a moon vision through your glassy body. Yeah, I wasn't going to wait around to get captured. You're marked now. This Lyceum is meant to keep you thinking forever, for eternity. I once got stuck in a month-long lecture about the meaning of carrots. So if you're going to eat the moon, you'll have to pass the philosopher's stupid evaluation. Maybe you can find those 2 think pieces around here somewhere. Images of the philosopher. That's a think piece in his head. They love floating and pondering. Anyway, my role is done here, I believe. Look through your arm. The moon vision will guide your way. I'm starving from all this scampering around. See you tomorrow, skater. The rabbit was a vanishing puff. Kinda disappointed he didn't say later, skater. Alright, so I've done this before, and I actually remember what to do. So I might try to make this go a little faster than it normally does. But you really can spend a pretty long time in this place if you want to. This think piece on my head's top fills my throat with nary a drop. Parched is my soul, I'm about to flop, thirsty without a second thought. You'd like to think with this piece? Trade upon me some bile tea. Okay, so that's actually pretty doable if you know where to go. Oop. I forgot how hard it is to stop. You can't just stop whenever you want. The Lyceum gift shop reeked of old wood and unwashed books. Unwashed books? Welcome, my constituent. Here are gifts, custom made for you. You may trade with me grams of soul. Soul, of course, seems to be gained in your case by skateboarding. For just some minutes of skating, we transact to feed your consumption. A fresh can of bile tea sat on the shelf. So the bile tea, pretty cheap. I've already got 750 soul just from playing the previous section. An affordable classic. Don't drink too much. However, everything else here costs a lot. And it makes me wonder, like, a lot of that soul I earned by, like, accomplishing big things in the previous sequence. I think you get a small amount of soul for normal skateboarding. I think it would take a long time to earn this. And I'm just curious what the rules are here. Is this a thing? Are we going to come back to this gift shop multiple times? Is this a real thing I can buy, and it's a normal reward as a part of the game? Or is this a real thing I can buy, but it's also crazy expensive, like it's a joke? Like, if I actually stay here for ages, like I'm in hell, will I be able to buy this by slowly earning soul? I don't know. I could see it working a few different ways. There's no stickers available. It's out of service. So this makes me think that maybe this is a real thing and I'll get to come back later on. Actually, the thing that makes me think that is this, because it lets me change my deck. It lets me change my trucks. But there's none right now. So it does make me think this is a real thing. Oh, check out this, like, holographic guy, by the way. That's cool. Anyway. So now I've got some bile tea. So the way to stop is actually to turn and grind. It took me a while to figure that out. I kept expecting to just stop whenever I hit Y. That's not how it works. A tea? A bile for me? I don't chug, I sip the tea. 99 cents isn't entirely free. For this quest, a think piece for thee. A ponderous artifact. Okay, I got one of the... What? He's drinking the bile tea. Cool. This game is so weird. Alright. So, I gotta get the second think piece. And I think that's here. Holy hell, those damn heads! All day, talking and philosophizing. All day. Their ridiculous stoic musings. Worst part? I'm unable to express anything but a smile. Look, I read one of their think pieces once. Yeah, you know what happened? Look! All I did was create all these gassy manholes around me. It's so nasty. I may be smiling, but actually, I'm gagging. You know what they said to me? Happy Cube, gassy manholes may be cleared with enough air over them. Okay, look at me. I'm a statue. I can't move. Ugh, I hate these gassy manholes. If you get rid of them, I'll tell you a secret. All right. Now, I think I remember the secret, but we're gonna learn it. So, first off, let's learn some stuff over here. The front side pop shove-it, also known as FS pop shove-it, front pop. The front pop is the original pop shove-it, where the skater jumps forward and spins the board. The skater uses the back foot to pop and scoop the board and to spin it 180 degrees. The front pop goes higher than the other flip tricks and reverses the nose and tail. Compared to the backside pop shove-it, this front side version has slower timing. The front pop can be useful when going over obstacles with a little more style. Okay, so this is RB and B. So we already had LB and B, which was that, regular pop shove-it. So now we're going to do this. And we're going to do it over a manhole, which clears the manhole and makes our little buddy here happier. But you have to have pretty precise aim, actually. Wow! I guess your air over those manholes got rid of them. You absorbed those souls, too. Okay, let me tell you a secret. You know that stupid think piece dashed off by itself? Well, I never been there, but I heard. On the other side of the Lyceum, there's a sins wall near the gift shop. Perform some tricks onto the square a bunch of times. Maybe 3 times? That'll open an infernal path to that stupid think piece. Alright, so the first time I did this, I thought I had to get all the gassy manholes in the entire level, and there's a bunch of them. And I ended up doing the ones right next to the face last. Oh, messed it up. And so I thought I had to get them all, but no. All right, so this is the sins board. By the way, I love these little guys. Look at these guys. Like something is carrying around these curbs. By the way, you can grind and you can manual, and they never teach you that. You can just sort of pick it up. Grinding is hard so far for me, but you can totally do it. And they just don't bother to teach you that, because I think it's a neat thing you can do. I don't think anything in the game depends on you doing it. It just occurred to me, I think I'm missing one trick. I think it might be over here. Yeah. Okay. Dude. I was trying to hit this on the way by, but I couldn't. The heel flip. The heel flip is a basic flip trick commonly confused with the kick flip. The difference between the heel flip and the kick flip is the direction of rotation. The heel flip has a skater flip the board using the heel of the foot, which spins it forward. The heel flip is powerful and does more damage. However, it gets stale more quickly and has slower timing. So, oops, I did not mean to hit that again. Stop it. All right. So now we've got all 4 tricks. Let's go do a heel flip onto the center board. Oh. No skateboarding, the eyes furrow. The eyes furrows into the ground, burning the gates closed. So now I've got 2 think pieces, which means it's time to go back. Though really, I mean, there's more to discover here. I haven't showed you everything. Lots of weird dialogue. Indeed. These 2 think pieces shall do. Enter the Ritorium, and I shall evaluate you. Prime yourself. It shall be timed. Ooh, a quiz. The philosopher watched from the center of the Ritorium. A cosmic quest to devour the moon. Is such a quest worthy of our consideration? We shall figure it out by observation. We shall face each other in judgment. If you succeed in your convictions, you shall be granted the moon. If you fail, you are free to continue your languishing infinitely. Glass Skater, let us begin. First question. Can skateboarding reach the realm in which I reside? Well, we'll have to see. This bores me, the philosopher said. Can you still reach me amidst the infernal flames? Indeed. Let us continue. Second question. If a skater does a trick and no one's around to see it, does it make a sound? The philosopher's eyes surrounded the skater.
Decisions lost.
Single tricks. Interesting, but it is not enough. Show me more tricks. Show me a combo. A combo is a sequence of tricks. To build up a combo, the skater needed to do tricks quickly. 2 tricks is a 2-trick combo. 3 tricks is a 3-trick combo. A combo is over when the skater stops doing tricks. Show me at least a ×4 combo. Or do that. Okay, that's a ×7 combo? Interesting, Professor. The philosopher mused. I can't read today. More tricks are better than one, the philosopher said. The philosopher looked cautious. I see that a combo can maintain one's attention. But is that all a combo is, or is there more? Is there a better way to end a combo? But of course, a quest so trite. Yet I am starting to see. A quest so cosmic, so impossible, so divine. Let us continue to the final round. Final question. The philosopher watched over an arena. How can a skateboarding shake the cosmos if it can't even shake me? The skater bristled. So we gotta stomp to end a combo. The philosopher was shook. Let's do it again. Okay. So basically, each time I do this, I'm hitting X to end my combo. And that's what makes the ripples on the ground and damages the philosopher. And I think the better my combo is, the more damage it does. but I think it's also tied to how fast I'm going. And now we've got an ender. Oh. The philosopher's eyes were full. Oh, yes, I see now. I see. Pass. Your quest, it is beautiful. It makes sense to me now. How beautiful, a divine quest so unattainable. Go on, try and eat the moon. By the way, one thing that I keep messing up is whenever I do a trick that uses the right trigger and the B button, or the right bumper and the B button, it gets my hand used to the idea that the trigger and the button are on the same side. And then I end up, next time I try to use the left trigger, I end up accidentally hitting the X button instead. And so it'll kind of mess up some of my attempts at combos, because I'll be like on a roll with these right trigger tricks, and then I'll try a left trigger one and mess myself up. And it doesn't help that I actually do have to hit the X button for the stumps. The moon looked delicious. Did you just eat the moon? The moon tasted like chalk, ash, rock. Are you coughing? Is it not sitting well with you? Did you really think you could handle the moon? As the skater drifted down to sleep, refractive glass eyes saw clearly. 7 moons gleam. There are more moons. And that's the end of the demo. So you do get to eat the moon in the demo, which is amazing, but then you find out there are more moons. This game is amazing. This demo is amazing. So that's Skate Story. At least that's the demo for Skate Story. You can check this out yourself. I mean, there's really no replacing the feeling of having this game in your hands. So I think you should do it. I think you should go follow the link in the doobly-doo, find the game on Steam, and check out this demo, because this thing, I don't know, of everything that I played during Next Fest, this was the best combination of it's super weird and it's super well executed. And like, you just kind of, it's hard to replace an experience like being in control of this glass skater and just, I don't know, just barreling your way through these things. I wasn't doing a very good job. You could tell, like, from the trailer, there's ways to make this skater look really good, and I just sort of made him fine. He got through it. But there's so much potential in the cool stuff you can do with this game that, I don't know, I'm really excited to see what the full version is like. So, that's the end of this video. There's my subscribe button, and here's some other Next Fest demos. Check those out, and go check out Skate Story. It really feels good in your hands.